Welcome back. Well, we're still keeping our eyes on the situation on Lagos Island, where a fire razed two major buildings in the commercial district. Let's go back to our correspondent, Loretta Chogo, who is going to be giving us more updates. Now, Loretta, has the fire been extinguished now?
Melinda, I must tell you that the situation is rather still the same. Even though the fire is no longer raging and blazing like it was doing earlier, the fire is still burning and firefighters are still here trying to ensure that the fire is totally put out. They've been trying all of their efforts. Now, since we arrived here, I've seen about four fire water trucks here trying to do their job. But the most difficult aspect of it is that these buildings are conjoined, and the particular building that was gutted by fire is closely conjoined with other buildings. So it's pretty difficult for firefighters to gain access into where they can really get the seat of the fire. So they are still here trying to put out the fire. And of course, I do understand from an eyewitness who spoke on condition of anonymity that there could be a large tank of fuel in this particular building that has been gutted by fire. I can't immediately ascertain those statements, but that's what I did gather from an eyewitness. And of course, going back to the firefighters, their trucks are still here, the firefighters are here, and they've promised that for sure the fire will be put out before they leave this site. Melinda?
Our correspondent, Loretta Chogo, bringing us up to speed with what's happening on Lagos Island. Now, let's find out what's happening in the world of sports. Charles Eruka is standing by.
Well, thanks, Melinda. We'll begin from Sports Administration, and it's the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development that has signed a memorandum of understanding with Japan for Nigerian athletes to camp in Kisarazu City ahead of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. The Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, who jointly signed the MOU with the mayor of Kisarazu City, Yoshikuni Watanabe, noted that the development tallies with the new direction of early preparation for tournaments. The minister also expressed gratitude to the mayor for keeping faith with the proposal initiated under the previous administration, adding that Nigeria looks forward to the Olympics. With this development, Nigerian athletes are expected to begin camping for the games, which hold from July the 24th to August the 9th. Meanwhile, a federal high court in Abuja has struck out the case of corruption brought against the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, and four others. The court made the decision following an application by the federal government to withdraw the case. The federal government had in May arraigned Mr. Pinnick, the NFF Secretary Sanusi Mohammed, the first Vice President Sheyi Akinwumi, the second Vice President Shehu Dikko, and an Executive Committee member Ahmed Yusuf Fresh for allegedly misappropriating the sums of $8.4 million and 4 billion naira, conflict of interest and non-declaration of assets. They were arraigned by the Special Presidential Investigation Panel for the Recovery of Public Property, which has since been dissolved by President Muhammadu Buhari. An action returned tonight in the UEFA Champions League. In the games played, Barcelona failed to score for the first time in 46 home games as they were held to a draw by Slavia Prague. That's goalless. Lionel Messi, who did not score or provide an assist for the first time in a home Champions League group game since 2012, struck the bar and had the best of Barca's 6 shots on target. In Group G, Zenit St. Petersburg lost 2-0 at home to German club RB Leipzig. In the other group match, which is ongoing, Lyon beat Benfica 3-1, while Borussia Dortmund came from 2 goals down to defeat Inter Milan 3-2. Stamford Bridge witnessed a festival of goals as Chelsea and Ajax played a 4-4. Well, they played 4-4. Valencia beat Lille 4-1, while Liverpool secured a 2-1 victory over Genk. And thousands of South Africans screamed with joy, danced and sang at the OR Tambo Airport in Johannesburg as a first group of Springboks who won the Rugby World Cup returned home. Forward Peter Steph-Tutoit, voted World Rugby Player of the Year 2 days ago. Captain Siya Kolisi, Faf de Klerk and coach Rassi Erasmus were among the first group to arrive. The victorious squad, coaches and officials are scheduled to return between Tuesday and Wednesday as no airline could accommodate the entire group on one flight. The sweet taste of victory in that one. That's it on Sports News. Back to Melinda with the rest of the news at 10.
Many thanks, Charles. Congratulations to the team. And the main news again. A fire today razed 2 major buildings in the commercial district of Lagos Island, destroying goods and properties worth millions of naira. At least 1 person has been confirmed dead in the incident. Also today, the Senate rejected President Buhari's nomination of Dr. Joy Nune as a member representing Rivers State on the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission. And scientists today endorsed a research that says the world is facing a climate emergency, even as the United States initiated the process of withdrawing from the Paris Climate Agreement. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinlami.